I think a study roll sounds um, maybe doable just from like kind of knowledge.
So, so you
Especially
just
coming
want
from the
to
whisper.
move up ahead of them and like scout it out, basically. Well,
Not really. From the description that I've gotten from Bingo of like weird ass creature which can jump 40 feet and
okay.
has and can polymorph. Would I be able to roll study to
To see if you.
narrow it down to
To
see
just
whether
basically
this
remember,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Um,
like a spout lore,
based on
I
the
suppose.
information he had.
or even if I can ask my own demon if it would have heard what what was the name that I had for him? Terraskar,
Was
that's it.
sun and what was it? The Trusco sun and of the sun and all the stars and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terraskar,
Okay.
stars are shining.
Okay. That works. Sure. You want to study.
I suppose this is technically a gather info.
The That's going to be. Is it risky? I don't think it's risky. No, not just because you're talking to your demon. No. So we'll say it's controlled. And I think you have. The problem would be that you have limited effect.
Right.
Because it's not a lot to go on.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, it jumped 40 feet if it were 60.
Yeah.
He's kind of turning into a mad pirate right before your eyes, stroking a tiger. So, yeah, you can do that.
See here. No bonus dice. I suppose wouldn't get a bonus dice for the demon assisting me or anything like that, or is it the demon just allowing me to do this roll?
I mean, I could offer you a devil's bargain, right? You haven't actually
push it. Could you push it to risky for more effect?
If he had a way to do it more riskily. We're
I guess
just
talking to the demon might be risky.
we're just zooming on him, like scratching his chin. You know, I don't know, like.
The question is, if I do something like, if I were consorting with the demon,
Yeah.
and then I suppose I'd be consorting anyway. What I'd do is I'd, like, pull back behind them, take the flower from my cap and, like, smell it, and there'd be some weird-ass green shit going on. But...
Just smell your hat in the shadows real quick. Sure, I mean, I could offer you a devil's bargain for an extra dice if you'd like to.
Well...
if you'd like to... I mean, the demon will demand a favor. You'll have to fulfill your demon's desire, which is like domination and control, or like it was all the bad ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty... This is...
Are there any good ones?
That I really... It's not the demon we wanted. It's the demon we...
Could you swap the devil's bargain dice?
Oh,
for
we didn't.
more
I didn't.
effect?
You don't give it an instinct. Yeah. Well, we know there's. Well, that'll be something.
But, well,
Yeah.
I think I'll hold off the devil's bargain of I need to feed my demon for now. Just roll as is.
Okay. A 5. I'm gonna give you limited effect. Asking your demon, with just descriptions. Maybe you could get more if you could. If you could inhabit Bingo's mind, right?
As one do.
If you could break through his mental barriers and you could see his dreams, like if you could manipulate his mind and do like a psychonaut type thing.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous thing to do, man.
Or the bigger deal, and that's something that could help you find out what this monster is. But the demon also tells you that the bigger thing is what the hell is giving him visions, right? That's what you would really want to grab. That's something the demon wants to know.
Right.
That's the favor, right? This is the requirement.
Okay.
What it tells you information-wise is that it is certainly not human,
Thanks.
but it is not arcane.
Okay.
Oh, can one of you two remember to remind me?
It doesn't say not arcane. It says it is not. It's not born of another world, I guess, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not a ghost or a demon, is what he's saying. Well, he's saying it's not a demon.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, definitely remind me that I have that extra assist dice floating about because I worshipped. I think it's worship. It's like you indulge vice by doing a stone thing, but if you do that, your god will assist you with just one action until you next do downtime. I just gotta remember I have that not fighting about.
Yeah, the thing for the cult.
Yeah, the special move from the Lost.
Pleasing sacrifice. You can't overindulge. Yeah, and your deity will assist you on one action roll you make. From now until you indulge your vice again. Yeah, you got that. I guess you could. I mean, it says you. I don't care if it helps other people.
It could be like a group thing.
Yeah.
Because helping them is helping me.
Yeah, but you have to describe your deity doing stuff, and maybe it's something only you see. But that's your deity now. Welcome to the church. Welcome to the club. Grab a pamphlet. Yeah, so what do you do, Bandy, once you realize that? And I am adding that want to your demon, whom Bingo serves. That's the knowledge. But go ahead.
Well, all the information that we have is that shit's going down on the docks, and whatever creature they have, it's not a demon. So that's good.
Might be easier to kill.
Possibly. Also possibly not. But we'll see. Still lots of other shit it could be. But in any case, I think at this point I'd go over to Artis and I'm just like, this probably won't work.
What, us just going there, or?
Yeah.
What do you propose?
It's just kind of like, I kind of looks up. I don't know. But perhaps if we could have some way of creating a distraction or luring them out. I don't think I have any friends who could do such a thing. But I'm just out of character. What I'm thinking here is a distraction of some type to first get them to play their hand so that we can ambush them. It would be the best thing, really. So if we can make it look like there are more lost.
We could disguise ourselves as our contractors. I don't remember the name of the guy, but if one of us disguise himself, that would sure lure the not demon. Since we know of at least one target he wants to kill.
The Lost. Because that's the Lost is the one rolled up sleeve That's their kind of like calling card, along with the kind of looking scoundrelly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I guess if you're saying about a plan, Bingo just smiles and he rolls up one sleeve and he gives you like a very sloppy salute and says, "A distraction."
So.
Okay, so I think the plan so far then is Bingo goes to where he had his vision, but the real life place, and me and Artis try and like flank him and stay hidden, and hopefully these asshats will attack Bingo and his tiger, and then we can murder the shit out of them with an ambush.
Okay.
Well, that's no good in an ambush, but
everybody's good in an ambush.
I don't have any combat skills, so.
Well, I've got lightning bolts, but.
I've got lightning bolts. This is hilarious.
Aside from that, though, I'm in the same boat as you.
So it sounds like what this is an assault, but we have a setup from Bingo regarding luring them into an ambush. The point of attack would be the ambush.
Yep.
Okay. Well, everybody, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get your yakety sax music ready.
Yo, what?
Yakety sax?
The hell is that?
It's something your country made. I don't remember what it's called.
Rackety sax. No idea.
Okay. And yeah, we'll roll the plan after. But before Bingo heads off, like, where is this ambush, and how do Artis and Bandy ready themselves for the ambush attack? Are you behind boxes? Are you up on a roof?
Let's get explosives. No need for much skill with that.
You can do explosives? What do you mean you're no good in an ambush?
I can't.
Wait, have you got any? Has anyone got good weight? Because I've still got that flamethrower hanging about. Unless that's gone, Justin.
I can't do explosives myself, but I can acquire explosives and.
And otherwise, what Bandy would suggest is that the blue coats can finally fucking do something for the taxes we don't pay.
For the bribes we don't give them.
Exactly.
The taxes we don't pay. Okay, so getting the explosives, that'll be something we do after the engagement roll, I think. But that's good. So you're running around like gathering stuff like, I don't know, a bomb. And
so I'm Shaggy and Scooby. I'm full on Shaggy and Scooby at this point.
Yeah, and Bandy, what are you doing to set up for the ambush? I think you're kind of the star of the show when the ambush begins.
Yeah. And if it's going to be that the kind of the rooftop where let's imagine the place that we're going to try and set up this ambush.
Yeah.
I imagine it would be kind of inside the building itself, so we can just like, as soon as shit starts happening, I just like throw open the door to the roof and just do my thing. Zap. Yes, exactly. Ultimate power.
All right. Hashtag Mace didn't die. All right. Mace Windu, man.
I don't recall. Not a great. I don't have much knowledge in Star Wars. So.
Okay, you're better off for it. So Bingo then.
So you want me to find a tall building and shout until they come to me, and you guys will basically ambush on top of that?
I don't know that he's. Yeah, like, are you trying to draw them to the roof, Bandy? Is that the ambush point, or are they running down the street and you're up on the roof with height advantage?
If we were up on the roof, we could always push them off it. But if we have height advantage, they can't reach you if they decide to come and screw you. Well, they do jump 40 feet.
And the only reason I'm saying this kind of rooftop is because that's the place that was in your vision, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's where they were attacked. So that's
Yeah.
what we know they'll be.
Exactly. So if we like go there and it looks like you're
Okay.
there to gather clues or some shit.
Oh, but isn't it a sniper? We might not be able to see him before we get attacked.
Yeah. Forgot
And
about
explosives might
So-
not work against a sniper.
Yeah, being exposed on a building is probably not the best idea. Getting them drawn in like inside of a warehouse or something like that, where you could be up high then or something.
And then we can always collapse the fucker.
That I think that would be better, but we don't have to
Actually,
change.
yeah, I forgot about the sniper entirely. I just focused on demon
The
things.
beast. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gone beastie.
Okay.
I hope the beast is seen as the goal, by the way, Justin. I'm really upset if it's not.
So you
It's got
find
a ponytail.
you find a good warehouse to draw them into, and you fill it with bombs.
That's
Typical
perfect.
for us. The typical plan. It works once, it works again.
The flamethrower is definitely hanging around. It's just in a corner with a bow on it for Bingo when he gets there. You know he's going to want it. So, Bingo, the setup roll is on you. What this is going to do is kind of... well, it'll determine some of the advantages, disadvantages, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me how you're drawing close and then getting attention to yourself to then run up the street.
So, basically, just if I'm getting this right, you guys are hiding out in this warehouse. I'm outside it, and I need to, like, get their attention, get them to chase me, and bring them inside the warehouse, and then, bam.
Yeah, it's a long way too, Bingo. You couldn't like set up next door. You might as well just attack them at that point, or they'll spot you. So it's like good 4 or 5 city blocks in distance.
Okay. I've got a plan. I can deal with that. I've got Conrad with me. I'm going to need him with me, because if I get caught out, and I don't have Ghost Hunter Conrad, I'm going to get screwed, so... I guess I'm kind of just... I walk down the street, and I roll up one sleeve. I don't know.
And you're coming up the street now, rolling up your sleeve, and the streets are empty, right? Everybody in town, this would be the time they'd be walking across the streets, right, to go to work. But they know something's up today. Not that you've said anything, or that the doctor said anything, or, anything like that. You guys were the first to respond, right? You guys are first in the street. Nobody's heard of this yet. But what you see is you come up the empty streets, like blowing with trash. You can see the fire has already started in one of the warehouses.
Then I grab the glaive off my back, just this long, kind of like a bladed spear. I kind of connect it together from like 2 or 3 pieces, the blade, and then the middle bit, and then the end. And I just started dragging it along behind me along the cobble, so it's like... in like a loud and slightly hoarse voice, because he's been up for a while now, like running through the streets after dealing with the doctor. he kind of just starts making chicken noises. Intermittent with the word supernatural and pussies. But first under his breath, and then slowly growing in volume as he grows in confidence that nothing's going to come out. And even the tiger's looking a little bit like, the fuck are you doing, dude? Just like running alongside him. He's just kind of slowly walking through the streets trying to drag this thing out.
Okay.
And he knows that no matter what creature you are, demon, vampire, whatever, no one responds quite well to being called a pussy. And a chicken.
So, okay, there's 2 things that are going to happen on this one. The first thing is, your setup maneuver then is going to be a command.
Absolutely.
There's an effect to this roll, though, that I'm going to add to it. There is a sniper, and that person is going to shoot you first. for this roll to succeed, you have to like take that shot or dodge it or whatever, and keep up your like body performance out here in the street. For them to be like, okay, just go smash his brains in. So there will have to be a resistance roll that you'll have to make.
Okay.
That's not a devil's bargain, though. So I think you're rolling command, right? That's what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the devil's bargain, though. That's just an effect of what's going to happen.
So, you must roll it now?
Well, the devil's bargain I have... what's the devil's bargain? Well, I can't do more damage to you. Okay, no, we'll say this. Right now, that harm that you would be resisting is 2 harm. The devil's bargain would make it 3. If you want the extra dice, I'll give you 1 more harm on that resistance roll you'll have to make.
And the resistance roll, are you allowed to tell me how much I would chop off it?
Yeah, I mean you can still use armor, all that kind of stuff on a resistance roll.
But if I rolled the prowess, for example, to dodge it or tank it or whatever, would that take it down by 1 or
Yes.
2?
1. Yeah.
Just by 1. Okay. Then I will take the devil's bargain.
Okay.
Reckless.
Yeah, this is pretty much reckless, right? This is you're just wandering through the streets, just taunting them out loud. It's
effective.
Yes, yeah, super. So I think your stance is risky, although I'm not sure why it's not desperate. Because
I'm happy for it to be desperate. I
Yeah.
actually prefer it to be desperate.
I think it is desperate. Well, I said it was 2 harm. I'm fine with it. It's desperate, and
Oh, if that counteracts the devil's bargain, we can do something else if you like.
no, it doesn't really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's desperate, but you have good effect. You have standard effect on it.
Standard effect.
Yeah. Which is pretty good for like, hey, come into my own obvious trap. Or if you're not too chicken, and they're all like, he called us chicken. Let's go to his obvious trap. But you're bingo and you're putting on a pretty good performance, so they don't want to disappoint you. So you have standard effect there.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that deity dice handy. I'm not gonna push myself. I'm fine as it is. I'm fine with 3 dice.
All right.
Oh no, it's 4 dice because I'm Daredevil. When you roll a desperate action, you get +1d. But if you also take -1 dice to any resistance rolls, come on. Let's do that. Gotta do it. Idiot pussy. Ooh. Thank God there's a 6 in there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, that's good. That's fantastic. You do it. So you're walking up. You're screaming at the doors of a burning warehouse, and yeah, a shot rings out, and I mean it hits you. Not like in the chest. If this person's a good shot, right? If they're trying to kill you, boom, right to the heart. You're done. If this person's a good shot and they're just trying to make you writhe in the street in bloody agony, they're shooting you in the stomach. So it hits you right in your diaphragm. What happens? How do you resist this shrug it off type thing?
Okay. So, tigers, are they resistant to bullets at all? Probably not, right?
Nope. I mean, everything resists a bullet. That's a part of the problem. That's a physics joke for you. Damn. Damn.
Okay. Well, my pet knows me, and I know my pet, and that's Conrad. And I gave him the ability Arrow Swift, which not only is going to help me get straight back to you guys to lure them in, but he reacts lightning fast. So I'm wondering if I can use him as part of my resistance roll to like push me out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't want him to take the bullet though.
Yeah.
Because I think that would probably kill him, and I worked hard to get that bloody typhoon.
No, you're good on that. This is all about harm to you. That's what the resistance
I'm just trying to
so,
think of a good way of actually resisting it.
And you got
a bullet.
You got a 6, so I'm not throwing any other surprises on you. So yeah, your tiger can somehow sense danger or something, right? Because it can't grab you out of the way. I made this mistake in a game a week ago. No, it was several weeks ago. That I was like, oh, as soon as I hear the bullet sound, the gun shot, I duck, and somebody was like, bullets are supersonic, and you couldn't, and I was just like, shut up. It was still cool. So it can't happen that way. But I don't know, your tiger's like a weird ghost tiger. Like, it just knows something's up.
See like the flash of light from scope.
And not only that, but it's like ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
Especially, I suppose that probably afflicts reflexes. So whilst I probably couldn't duck it, it might be able to just like sweep the leg or push you out of the way or something, and just you know.
He swipes you. So yeah, no, we'll make your resistance roll then.
Okay. Or prowess, I suppose.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if the tag adds anything to that.
You're working with
or less effect, or
you're working with a friend. That'll give you an extra dice.
Okay, and I've got -1 dice from Daredevil, so I'm broken even on that really.
Yeah.
And I can't. Do you think I should use the deity to help me on this?
That you could.
Can he help a resistance roll?
Absolutely.
Then I'd like to, because I'm actually quite high in stress. Is that alright with you guys?
We still haven't met the beast.
But here's what you have to tell me though.
Mm-hmm.
The tiger grabs you and pulls you, and he gets you mostly out of the way, right? But you do feel that bullet hit you in a not thick part of your armor. Like you feel the sting of it. But how does your deity manifest themselves?
Well, I feel the bullet puncture me, and I just know that this is going to be the end of it. But I hear it just like the bullet worm its way through one of the small stones I was carving that's tucked into my pocket without a name in it. And it carves its way through. It doesn't completely stop the bullet, but it lessens the effect enough for me to have a chance. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, no, it's actually, it does deflect the bullet. Like, it would have hit you, but it just ricochets off.
I haven't rolled yet.
I know. I don't care.
I mean, okay, cool, alright. I should probably roll that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so bad. So bad.
So there's going to be 3 stress.
Oh, good. Right, I've got 1 stress left until I'm traumatized out. That means I can't use anything.
Now, you turned this into level 3 harm, so that reduces it down to 2. Are you using up armor?
Yeah, I'm going to use up 1 armor to turn it into level 1, because I already have level 1 harm.
Okay.
Gunshot wound? Gunshot graze?
No. This is,
Ricochet?
this is shot nerves. You should have died just then. And you're kind of getting a moment of clarity about how maniacal you've become in the last few moments.
It'll pass.
And your sleeves rolled up, and magic rocks that you started carving just saved your life. You're living a different life right now, Bingo, than your usual.
I wanted to be the best, but I didn't want to be this best.
But you have the choice, right? You can keep going into it. But once that shot rings out, you're back on your feet. How do you taunt them a second time?
I whip out the stone from my pocket, and it's got the bullet, like, you know, just like wedged into the middle of it where the name should be, and I just say, "Nice shot, you pansy," and I just jump on top of that tiger, and I just ride that all the way back to the warehouse as quickly as possible.
Like He-Man, sort of.
Try again if you got the stones for it, laddie.
Yeah, you hold up the stone. Before you leap to the tiger, though, what draws you to the tiger extra quick is a big forearm smashes into the door. And where that fire has spread to the building, it just collapses. And this figure comes stepping out of the fire and the smoke. And this is a big fella. He's probably like 8 or 9 feet tall. He's humongous. And what sends you to the tiger extra quick is not that he like forearmed a burning door down, or that he doesn't mind fire so much, or that he's the tallest boy in class. What scares you the most is that you know his fucking face, and his red glowing eyes from your dream.
What is he? He's just a big guy with these red glowing eyes.
Seems like it. His flesh is burning and melting as he walks through fire. And he's just wearing normal, like, clothes. But you see him, like, make a fist, and that big spike comes out of the tip of it. And he just starts lumbering at you. And then, like, 10 guys from up the street. These are just folks. They're not monster people that you know of. But they start running up the street also as you leap to your tiger.
Towards me?
Yeah, these are the guys chasing you, right? On your merry chase.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So the tall guy and all the schmoes come with you. And that's going to be a successful. I mean, that was the command roll. It was a successful setup. So you and your tiger come loping up the street and go to make the turn into the warehouse, you know, like scratching and sliding, power sliding like tigers do.
They drift.
And leaps into the building as the rabble have made their way up. Well, we'll discuss where the tall one is in a moment. Once we do the roll, that'll determine where they come in at.
I think this is going to end in a trauma, to be honest. I'm one stress away.
So for the fortune roll, Bandy, I think you're going to roll this one because, I mean, it's just the fortune roll, but this was your plan. Yeah, the engagement fortune roll. So we start with 1 dice, Bandy. Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
Oh.
As usual.
Has it ever not been?
Yeah, that might be a sign to us, is that we've had a storied hard time here on Blades in the Dark, and maybe it's because we all do batshit insane things all the time. But yes, you get plus 1d. Is the operation overly complex or contingent? I don't think so. That's part of what makes it so bold and daring.
As long as Benga doesn't die.
That's a little too complicated. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah because you drew them into an ambush and it worked. And they're not strongest to this approach. They don't have particular
Getting called
differences.
pansies, yeah.
Childish insults. The madman.
Back in Arubia, you know.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Demon.
Perfect.
Try to.
I think if you got a contact getting in those bombs, then
Well, he would be able to help with the bombs, but not with the enemies themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know if it counts or not.
No, it'll be fun. I got a way to figure that out. We just don't know that yet. But
I would like to add someone, but I really don't think lore-wise I would have had time to even like get one of the contacts since we ran straight here.
right.
That's my problem.
I mean, our last hope for this extra guy then would be the newest contact would be Tyreskar, who I'm sure will have something to say about this whole situation.
Is that your demon?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You can go for it if you want.
Andy.
If you want to call it out.
I mean, it's something that I think will show up in play if that needs to happen. So I think it's probably better to leave it for now.
Okay. And are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess being the target doesn't really count for you interfering.
Otherwise, they'd always been interfering.
Or yeah, that's the other side of it. We're gonna have to say yeah, so we're gonna lose a dice for that. And any other elements, we'll wash tier disadvantage or anything for now because of the ambush again. That was a good setup. So, that's 1, 2, 3, almost 4, but you didn't take that one. Yeah, so you're at 3.
Dude.
Not bad.
Here you go.
Ooh,
Nice.
nearly a crit.
Nice.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. I think my counting was right. It doesn't matter. Your first dice was a crit. It was a 6 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so you're holed up in this warehouse, Bandy, as the mooks start coming through. Bingo comes through first. The tiger bumps into. They have these big steel swinging doors, barn door type thing, and the tiger slams into it and comes scratching its way in, and the door kind of opens up. And then the mooks you see start running in through the door, and they're filing, moving around the thing, chasing after Bingo. And then the door just slams open, wide open, as an 8-foot tall dude starts marching his way in here, with glowing red eyes. This was the good result. He's inside the building. The bad result is the ceiling caves in right as he leaps through it, which would be fucking sweet. So I think we'll start doing action rolls on the mission itself to attack them. But we're pretty close to an hour right now, so let's take a break. And then we'll pick up with the mayhem.
Yeah, I might have to stay a bit longer for the break, just to fix something. But I should be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Right.
So what's my next Tron?